to a new video and a new collection by NBK-Design, and I'm gonna show you my newest collection, Eclectic, which I created with the idea of having geometric elements combined with a lot of nature and some cooler colors, plus all those rose gold touches. So I think the collection is perfect for this winter theme. Also, you can use it for any other project, maybe with watercolors, and also with one of those spring colors. So I think it's very versatile, and yes, let's go and see what's in the folders. These are the previews, and like always, you get a lot of if you buy the bundle, you get a lot of templates. We have some awesome styles, a pack of dynamic brushes, also a brush mix. And in the Artsy Bits and Pieces #1, you can find a lot of overlays, painted elements, all those almost ready to use frames, and here we have some leaves, and everything is really nice combined with each other, and you can use everything together perfectly. Also, I added some splats with glitter on it. Those will give your pages an extra glamorous look. Then we have the Artsy Bits and Pieces #2 folder. It contains more realistic elements like leaves. We have some flowers here, some dried roses, a bow, and also 3 different versions of those leaves. For example, we have the original leaves, then we have a version with a realistic shadow, and then I created for you a kind of vintage styled threshold element out of those leaves, so you can combine them with each other. Maybe you can place the threshold on top of the realistics and blend it with different layer settings. So there are a lot of different ways to use them. Some frames, some ornament frame, and I really love this one. This one is really pretty cool. Well, it's exactly the color I love. And then we have here some confettis and a stitched heart and washi tape and a typesetter. This is the Artsy Bits and Pieces #2 folder, and then we go to the frames. We have 4 different PNG files already overlaid with glitter or with metallic rose gold, and here we have it more with blue and silver style. Also, you can use here the ABR files for Photoshop. You can load them in your Photoshop, and they should work in every version of Photoshop as well. Then the next folder are the magic lights. Well, the magic lights, you know them. Place them on top of your photos or your entire page and blend it with different layer settings, and you will get awesome results on your pages. We have here some more glitter here, and here are more bokeh effects, and also here this more graphic styled ones, and this one is really colorful. Some stars here, Yes, try them. Also, an idea is to use them as a photo mask, so you can only clip your photos on the element of the magic light, and you have awesome creative photo mask. Then yes, this is the next folder, the mask we have here, also very graphic. And you get 5 different masks. The last one is really very detailed, and I think you can create with that one such amazing pages, and they blend also perfectly, maybe with the solid papers, and they will come up in the next follow folders. And also, like always, you get the ABR files for Photoshop. So if you're a Photoshop lover, you always can load them into your Photoshop and have them as a brush. And we know you can use the brushes in different ways. Not only as a mask, you can paint with them, and for more detailed details, I have also some videos on my YouTube channel. The next element folder are the stitched threads. Well, what shall I say? They are always good to have them. I created them a time ago with my machine, and I pretty like them to use in different layouts, especially this one, this with the really beautiful details in the stitching hole, and they give your pages an artsy look. And yes, these are the let me tell you, we have here also an ABR file, so you will be sure you can load all the stitches into your Photoshop and use it as a brush. That's always a good to know. Altogether, you get 8 different stitched threads here in this pack, and plus the ABR file. And the next folder, we have the word arts. Also here, always an word art ABR file, so you get all the word arts as a brush set, and you can load them in your Photoshop and use them there to stamp on your pages. Let me see what we have here. We have different what defines me. When you love what you have everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. Stay close to people who feel like sunshine. Sunshine heals. The older I get, the more I understand that it's okay to live a life others don't understand. These are a little bit what word arts that just have a place in my thoughts, maybe. Yeah. And something is amazing, that's just something in my life is just really amazing and beautiful, and I can say, if someone is like a sunshine, he heals a lot of pain in your heart or in your soul, and she's electric. Well, yes, sometimes I am eclectic, and yes, I think they are a bit like me, those word arts. Yeah. So out of my life. I hope you like them, and I choose here this time a really different kind of fonts to create them. I'm totally font addict, and yes, enjoy them to use, and you get 70 different word arts plus the word art ABR file in this word art folder. The next pack are the papers. The papers are like paintings this time. Really, you need to look into them very closely. I'm gonna open you for that in Photoshop, and when you let's zoom in. Can you see those beautiful details? Really, it's like a painting. This texture of the paper, it doesn't show in those little previews, or in this when you only open them in a smaller version, or resize them into that it fits into your screen. And you need to zoom in, and really there are the beautiful details of all those papers. So let's open the next one. This is more impasto style. It's really thick, beautiful paint, overlaid, and I like the combination of those greens and aqua colors plus the salmon. And yes, I think this part of the collection is really one of my favorite. Then we have a black and white one. You can see here there's a flower coming up, and I can imagine this really for a card. Maybe someone left you, and I think it would be a beautiful, very beautiful card with that one in the background. The next one is also here. We have here also this thick impasto paint, and we have a little bit more grayish here, a little bit from the salmon colors, but very decent and very more darker in the top and lighter in the bottom of the papers. In the preview, those both papers sure look almost the same, but when you open them and have them both together on the screen, you can see that you have here like a cloth texture over here. Let's zoom in. It's a little bit like a fabric or something like that. It looks very soft, and then when you see the another one, that's also the one with a lot of paint and impasto style. Maybe it would be an idea to have them both together on one canvas and just only paint away with a mask. Let's use a much bigger, and so you can combine, and you can see that now the structure or the texture of the layer just underneath shows up, and so you can have both paintings, both papers on one canvas, and start here already to create your own background for something. This was just an idea how to use them. And the next one is that one. This one is really something I really also love, because, well, yes, my colors, and also those you can see a little bit the flower coming up here, and it's bright, and it's, I don't know, I like it. I can't explain it that much, but it's something that speaks to me. Yes. Then we have here, that was a painting, that was a photo I once took. It's just looking into some forest, some, how is it called, some trees, and then I overpainted it, and this is what it looks like now. And yes, I like it. It's like the light comes from the top and lightens up a little island somewhere hidden in the forest. Or yes, that's what I see behind that. This is what I love on those painting papers I do from time to time, that you can see a scene or imagine something out of it. And also here we have another paper, and this one also does include a nice texture when you have to zoom in. This is into 100%, and the colors are not so bright and bold, more vintage styled, and I think it will be awesome. Only maybe use a bit out of this paper and blend it maybe on top, and only this part or this rose or this flower here on the right side. There is a lot of creativity to use them, and they are not only papers. I think they are each and every one like little paintings for you. Okay. The next folders are the solid papers, and I created a lot of them. These are I guess 18 different solid papers you get here, with totally different textures, some creases, and here's some industrial wood and old vintage paper, and a lot of texture from old paper like that one. That's really an old paper. And we have here some one with painted over it, and some craft paper. Yes, a lot of different texture you get with the papers, the solid papers. And now we dive into the tag it, and I'm gonna show you only here the English version. Also you get all the same tags in German and in French as well. Let's see how they look, and we open the Friday tags, and this is how they look this time. I really love to play with this colors here in this collection. Look at that here. We have here this paint style in the background, and also this looks already like a button. And yes, this is how they look. And like always, you get all the weekdays: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you get numbers as well. And they go from 1 to 31. And you get here 2018 as well. And also you get the word with the tags with October on it. And yes, this is it for the tags in English, and they are also included in this huge bundles. Then we have the storyboard 12 by 12 templates. I added here one with a lot of placeholders for your photos, and also here's some fun one with really only single dots. Try them however you like, or you can also delete a lot of those kind of placeholders for your photos. They are very versatile to use. The same we have here with the storyboard letters. Also here you can use them in so many different ways. Then we have the story book, And as I can see, they are all white. And this is what happens when you open them, or when you when you unzip your folder, that you get all those white blank canvases. And this is because I can, when I hide all the layers, I can save the half of the amount of the size of the that's hard to explain. When you download it, you have the half of the size then if the layers are turned on. So it's minimize the size, that you don't have too many download time to get your products, and it's also not wasted the place on our server. So you only need to, let's start again. You only need to click on the top layer, click hold, and then you slide down until you reach the gray background, and then you will be sure that everything is turned on. So this is let's turn off the so this is the storybook. Whoopsie, just go back to Photoshop. This is the storybook page number 10 and 11, and we have here same, click on the top, slide down till background, and everything is show up, and you can start to play with. Let's see. Let's go in here. I'm gonna open up a photo to show you only just in a few steps here what you can do. This is how it can look, and you can see how perfectly it blends everything together. You can use another photo, or only a background photo could it also be. So perfectly blended, and this is the title. No, it's the back. It's the last page of the storybook. Yes, let's close that one. And then we have here the next one. Also here. If you feel disturbed when you click around and you feel disturbed, just go and close the layer. Then you feel not disturbed maybe by those lightning layers. They shall only be as or work as an overlay, and not that you can clip something in it. Let's try something like that. Let's see what we have here. So a nice picture. I shouldn't search too long here around. And now my let's see what we can do. Oh no, now my bridge hangs. You can see the ball is playing. Oh, let's make something else. Let's clip this paper here, clip, and you can see this is how it blends nicely onto your page. And when you go and maybe pick another paper, let's try this one and do that in the background, and you can see how beautiful it looks, and it's very artistic. You can add here your text, your journaling, and you can overwrite here everything on and make it to your own This is the page 8, 9, and then we have the page 6, 7. Let's turn it on. This is how it looks like. We have here also a lot of blending mask, and so you can achieve a really fantastic artsy look with those pages. And then we have here the next one, which is the page 4 and 5. Also here we have beautiful blending masks, and then we have the, I don't know if you that just heard, but my belly. Oh. Okay. And we have some triangle, and also a lot of blends and lights, and I think those storybook templates are very artistic, and you need to take your time to play with them, but I think the result will be awesome, beautifully. Yes, let's close that one, so many things are open, and don't save. I don't think we didn't saw until now this is the title work. So also here beautiful blending and really artistic frame for an awesome photo. So let's open one and take this little bugger here. That's not very huge, so let's, okay, this is how your title of your October storybook can look like. I'm gonna close that one. Also those images, and then I forgot to add here to my favorites here the weeklies, and here we go. Also here, like with each pack of the templates, the weekly templates, when you buy the bundle, you always get the extra templates. So you have the weekly templates plus some extra templates. All together you always get 9 different unique templates to create your artsy styled scrapbook. And I think you're gonna love it. Well, my CT girls already worked a little bit with it, and I saw some really awesome artwork using those templates. I don't think that one, this is one, and I really love that one, and I don't know which one is that one? I don't know. I don't have all of the templates my creative team already used here on my computer, so I can't show you that. But if you like to see them all, you always can go to my Lilypad gallery and see there. When you search for NBK, you can see all the creative work for my CT team. I'm clicking here totally wild around, so let's turn them on. This one is really, really artsy and really fantastic. A lot of watercolors you can see, and also here you can use those elements on the page not only to mask something, you can only blend and use them in so many different ways. Let's open that one, copy paste, and we place that now on top of that, and you can see that blends nicely. What you also can always try to change here the layer setting. Maybe we can try it with overlay. What do we reach when we change here all those settings? And you will be astonished what kind of things come out when you change those layer settings. It's fun. It's really, it can create so crazy effects on your pages, and this is why they are so so artistic. You get a lot of work from me, and you can build up your ideas in on those templates to, well, yes, be creative. And I think you love it when you take the time and play with them. Okay, this was the extra 2, and then we go back here to the extra B folder. Just open that third template. Over here we have here 4 different frames, and beautiful brushwork with ink and splatters, and yes, also an color overlay is here, that you can move that around and place it on different, or change also the layer if you place it on top, so the images you fill in can be overlaid with those color overlay. A lot of different ways to use always my templates. So the next one is the one with the frame. This one this time is really cool, I think. You have this mask, this square mask, and then you have this awesome frame around it with a little bit of a glitter and some details. And I think this will make a really beautiful starting point of an scrapbook. Okay, then we start with the weeks here. This is the week 43. Okay, it didn't turn on all. Okay, something is missing now. Also, you can see here that this geometric frames here, we don't have here much squares, always a little bit different than usual. This was the idea behind this this collection. That's why I called it Eclectic. It's different, it's not usual, and I think this will make an awesome page into your scrapbook. And all the work is done already before. You actually only need to clip your photos on it, and you will be done. Then we have this one with painting strokes here, and 3 placeholders for your photos. This is the week 44, and then we have the week 45 here. This video is turning into a long video, I can see. Yes, also we have here realistic paper with realistic paint on it, and you have a text which is in a shape, and also here those little details, those circles, those painted circles here you can see in the back, you can use also as layer mask, or leave them how they are. So you have a lot of play here. This was the week 45, and then we go into the week 46, and let's turn that on. This is the one my CT girl used here in her layout, and you can see she only added a different headline, she added one paper in the back and her images, and that's all. And her page was done. She changed the font here for her journaling, but that's all. And sorry. And this is how I create my templates. You can be ready so fast because everything is already complete created, and you have in the end a very artsy and artistic scrapbook. Then we have the week 47. Here we are. And let's turn on the layers. So here we go. Also here, scribbling. We have here in the background, I created a nice blending mask. And on top of it, another blending with splattered watercolor. And I'm in love with that kind of diamond shaped frame or mask, better say. So this grid is overlaid, and you can only put your image just on the mask. Okay, this was the week 47, and then we have the Painter's Toolbox. Painter's Toolbox does include, we have the colors. They will be free in the Lilypad store. You can buy them. You don't need to buy them. You get them for free. So they coordinate always with the collection. Then we have a brush mix. Created with or coordinates with Artsy Bits and Pieces, but they are overworked totally, but you can combine them with each other, and you get 32 different black PNG files plus one ABR file, which work in every Photoshop, also in older versions, because there is no dynamic included. Okay, now I'm my voice gets away. Okay, we have here the brush tools. The brush tools, you can, when you see here in the background, you can see what you can create with those brush tools. We have here some roses, and then splatters, and some dots, and texture, and cracked wall. And yes, I will come up with a different video showing you more in a more detailed way the Painter's Toolbox, and play with all the different styles and brushes. Then we have the Painter's Toolbox, the cracked solid paint styles. This is looks like cracked paint. And then we have the impasto styles. They are also very, very cool, and I think you will love them to use, especially in combination then with the brush with the brush tools. And then we have here the sorry, the glitter styles. 14 different glitter styles. Plus, you get dynamic brushes that you can create such scattered little elements and confetti style. And when you only use them together, you have yes, little details on your pages. Also some edge styles and you can use them on shapes with a harsh shape. They don't work with things that are blended or have corrupted edges. Those styles work only with really harsh edge, like a font does have, or a real shape. Yes, these are the glitter styles, and then we have the metallic styles. Those are really cool and very elegant, and they are fun to use. Also on you can see here on for blending, you can create when you blend something, you can add on different layers than those kind of metallic texture. The next folders are the styles, the pattern styles. Let's see. And you get over 60 different pattern styles. They are awesome. You can add them on text, you can add on numbers, or also here you can use them with in combination with the brush tools. And yes, I think you will love it, and I think you can use them so many times in other projects and not in only one, because all of these colors are awesome to coordinate with a different other collection I have in my shop. Okay, and text styles we have here. Those are perfect only for, yes, use them only on text or on a shape, like we've seen here in the on the preview here. They don't work on blendings, on soft blended out mask for example, because they all have a kind of shadow or a stroke around, and this is something that not works with blending elements, or yes, that looks weird. So you need here also, like in the other with the metallic styles, you need to have harsh edges like you get it with fonts. And I think we are through. Yes, we are. This was, I wanted to make a short video about the Eclectic collection, but it started to get into a longer video, so I will call this extended version, and I'm going to try to make a more shorter version of this video only by clicking and scrolling through the folders in a fast way. Also, I will create a video using the Painter's Toolbox, showing you how to blend and how to use all those styles in a layout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the collection when you have bought it. If you have any questions, please send me a message via my social channels. You can get them into the description box on the bottom of this video. Also, I would be happy to invite you to my artology.studio on Facebook. We share there a lot of content. We have a lot of videos showing there with techniques, how to use Photoshop. We share there a lot of inspiration, and we have always a good chat there. I'm on Instagram as well. You can follow me there. Also in the description box you can find the link to that channels. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good time, and see you soon.